Hello everyone, my name is Revolting Rails, and I'm here today to show you how to make your very own austerity reskin OC. I created the reskin base because a lot of people have austerity OCs, and I see a lot of people using the crappy O6 model. I mean, it's not crappy as much as it is dated. So I decided that I would make a new reskin base for people. I've already recorded this once, as evidenced by this. I'll show you what we did last session. I made Chad the austerity. He's great. He's fantastic. Look at that face. How could you say no to it? You couldn't. And if you could, then you probably shouldn't be here. So yeah. It's very simple. I'm going to show you how to reskin and keep the shading and all that. Don't reskin my Wilbert or my 16. Thank you. That's why I created this. You can reskin this. Do not reskin anything else, please. So yeah. So yeah, let's get started by deleting this. Because he sucks. He's terrible. Nobody loves him. I think that included a dependency I needed, but that's not important right now. What is important is that you ignore this, and ignore this. This is not what we're focusing on right now. Okay, that's not what we're focusing on. We're focusing on the choo-choo train OC that you will be making. So go over here and type in this, and you should see a bunch of this, and you're going to see the austerity base right there. Go over here to content, click clone, and that should clone the asset. Get rid of this, or in my case, if you have two tabs open, get rid of that. Make sure that it is filtered to today. Go to new asset, right click, open, edit config file. Now you should see it up here. Let's rename it to the name of our character and the generic thing that follows. What should we call him? That's a good name. Good job. Okay, we're gonna name him Sam, the austerity engine. I think that this would be really helpful if you wanted to have the austerity engine in your book and like one of your episodes, because Christopher mentioned it at the end of Wilbert the Forest engine. So yeah, here's all the stuff. So yeah, make sure you save, and then go to open, show in Explorer, and then go to body. Don't bother with any of the other stuff for right now. Now go, and you can see all of this stuff. This is all the textures for the engines. Right here, if you double click that, that will show you the cab and the tanks for the locomotive, and I made it really easy and nice and fun and good. So yeah, that's what we're going to be reskinning for now. This is the lining. It's great. So yeah. And then this is the nameplate, and everything else is not really needed right now. I have everything rotated and flipped to show you how you will need to rotate or flip your text if you ever put the custom name on there. So we're going to exit out of that. We're going to go to this one, click it, right click, open with paint.net. That's a program that you can install. It's very handy, it's free. Okay, So you have it here. Click down here at Add New Layer. And then over here, I should probably mention, go over here to File, New. It doesn't matter how big it is. And then select the color that you would like your character to be. Let's give him a nice maroon. Yeah, a nice maroon. Like that. Make the brush a bit bigger. And then go back to this. Now on the clear layer, paint over this. Paint over it nice and well. Now what you're going to want to do is go over here to Properties, and then change Mode Normal to Mode Multiply. Then click OK. Now it may come out a bit weird, or may seem a bit weird, but that's fine. Now you can just go to, well, actually no, don't click close because you still have this open and there's a reason why. Now click File, Save, and then instead of just clicking Save, change this from a PDN to a PNG. Now click Save. It's going to say this, and you're going to want to replace it so it overrides it and it will give your character the color. Now click OK, flatten, and then just close that. Keep that open right there. I'm just going to close that for now. So now we're going to go over here down to the lining, and you'll see it here. Very nice. Do the same thing, right click, open with, paint.net. So over here, let's give it a different color. How about, what do you think would look? I think a nice gold. I don't know why I'm talking to you all like you're gonna answer. Probably looking at me like I'm a weird person, because I am. Give it a nice gold color. Okay, that's good. Now do the same thing. New layer. Paint over with this color. You don't have to save it unless you are going to add lining onto the wheels, which I do not recommend. Properties, mode normal to mode multiply. Okay. Now go over here, File, Save, and then change the .pdn to a .png. Save. Yes. Okay. Flatten. Then you just go down. Now we're going to change the nameplate, which you can see here. And go over here, right click, open with, paint.net. How fantastic. Oh, okay, my bad, sorry. Now for this one, get this color picker and click right about here. Now use this select tool, and remember that this is all flipped upside down. Okay? Actually, you know what? Don't select. Make a new layer. Get the text. Make it about, that's not big enough, 48 or maybe 72. Yeah, that's great. Where do we go? Let's make it a nice gold. Sorry about this. Okay. Nice gold. Okay. Now, Sam. You can change it to a nice snazzy font. Let's change this to something a bit bigger, like that. And then click the rectangle select. Go over here to the move selected pixels and just invert it. And by that I mean make it upside down and make sure it's the proper. Personally, I'm going to stretch it a bit so it lines up more. So yeah, like that. Copy, paste, turn it over, and put it down. Go over to here, move selection, and oh no, that's probably not good. Hold on, sorry I screwed up. Make the selection size smaller so you don't encounter this sort of problem. Turn it over as shown. Line it up. Make sure that make sure that these are centered and all nice and snazzy. Go down to here, deselect, choose the eyedropper, click this red. Using this, select the example and just fill it in. So now you have the nameplate. Fantastic. Like that. Great. Fantastic. Amazing. Was I supposed to do something? Hold on one moment. I'm kind of... Okay. Was that upside down? Okay, this is the great thing about having it all open. Now you can go and check and make sure you've done everything right and not be silly like me. Yes, I did that incorrectly, I think, yeah. Now, go over here and make sure you're in the text layer. Select it, and make sure that it is the correct way up. But, flipped. Like this. Great. It's going to look a bit weird, don't worry. Select nothing, and then click merge layer down. Click save. Okay. That worked a bit too smoothly for my liking, but that's alright. And then you can close. Let's close that. And submit. You just have to wait for it to submit. I have a bit of a problem with how long it takes to submit my models. It shouldn't take that long. I think I screwed something up in the exporting process, but I'm not quite sure. Okay, so it has just finished its cycle. Okay, now if you right click, open, preview asset, it should be all correct. And now Sam exists. Isn't he great? Look at him. He's beautiful. So yeah. Now you may be wondering about the bogey. That's what we're going to tackle next. Exit out of this. Right click. List dependencies. Go down. Right here. Wilbert/16. No. That's a mistake. We do not like the mistakes. Go down to Steelworks 3D, Austerity OC base bogey. Right click. No, don't right click. Go to content, clone, exit out of its cycle, new asset, right click, open, config, file, text. And then go over here and rename it to your character's bogey. Like so. That isn't important at all. Go down to here, right click, open, show in Explorer. Sorry if my voice sounds a bit nasally, it does that sometimes. So this is the rods. If you want to make them silver or all black, you can do that in here. I just gave them red and black, like that. Right here, this is the white, the base, and you recolor that to make it. And this is the black, right there. The rim and all that stuff. Go to here, right click, open with paint.net. Okay, how fantastic. Now you see why we did this. Use the eyedropper, select the color, make a new layer, paint over this with the color, go to properties, mode normal, mode multiply. Okay. I recommend making them black. For the rest of the model, I used the hex code 181818 18, I think. I'm not sure. Might be too many 18s. I don't know. Go to File, Save, Paint.net, PNG. Save, yes. Okay. Flatten. Okay. Now, exit out of this, and submit edits. Okay, right click, open, preview asset. And oh boy, look, you can see where I decimated it so it wouldn't be as high poly. Look at that. Great. So yeah, from far away though, it doesn't look that bad. So, Sam's bogey. Now you might notice that when you preview the locomotive model, it isn't the same color. It's the base. That's because you didn't replace the bogey, silly. Exit out. Open the config file. And find the, find the bogey. Find its code. Scroll down to where all of the bogey stuff is. It should be under bogeys. Funny how that works. In the last one, change this code to the one of the bogey. For me, because I created the original one, it's going to be just a slight difference. So make it look like, change it to that of its bogey. And then you can exit, save, or customize them. I just ask that you don't redistribute them and you don't claim them as your own. You're free to use them on your own models. Like, copy them into your blend file and use them on your own models as your own faces. I'm fine with you modifying them. Just don't take credit for them. If people ask where the faces came from, tell them that I made the base and you modified it or something like that. Yeah, that's really all I ask with the faces. You can reskin them as well if you want, and the eyes. So if you want to, like, change the pupil color or something like that. Open, preview asset, and boom. Look at that. Your OC is in trains. Isn't that great? Sam. So let's go and test. I don't think I'm going to test him. So yeah, that's it. You just did it. Fantastic. He looks great. Amazing. Sam is perfect. I also fixed the little bug with the back of the cab in this release, so that's great. Yeah. Thank you. I hope you all liked it. Message me on Discord if you have a problem with it. I'm usually on Soda Workshops just tag me. I'm fine with it, or DM me. So yeah, have a nice day.